Good morning, everyone. The topic of my presentation is how to enhance critical thinking skill. So, what is critical thinking? It is a way of approaching a question that allows us to carefully to construct the situation, reveal its hidden issues such as bias and manipulation. Rather than choosing an answer because it feels right, a person who uses critical thinking subjects all available options to scrutiny and skepticism. Using the tools at their disposal, they will eliminate everything but the most useful and reliable information. Actually, there are many different ways of approaching critical thinking, but here's one 5-step process that will help you solve any number of problems. One is formulate your question. In other words, know what you are looking for. We might ask some of the questions below when reading a text. Question about the overall text, like what is the purpose of the text? Question about the truth claims made within the text, like are any assumptions being made in the text, and do these assumptions seem reasonable in the context, and why or why not? Questions about how the text could be different, like what is missing from the text, and is anything being used out of the context in the text? Political questions, are any groups being excluded in the text or in the implications of the claims? The last one is personal engagement. How does this context relate to my personal experience, and how does my personal experience and knowledge affect the way I read the text? Looking at these questions, you don't need to use all of these questions every time you read. Just choose 2 or 3 which make the most sense to you and start reading. 2. Gathering your information. There's a lot of information out there, so having a clear idea of your question will help you determine what's relevant. If you are trying to figure out what are the strategies of critical reading, you can Google it, ask a professor, or find some journals and articles to help you understand these definitions. Information gathering helps you weigh different options, moving you closer to a decision that meets your goal. 3. Apply the information. Something you do by asking critical questions, fitting a decision. Ask yourself, what concepts are at work? What assumptions exist? And is my interpretation of the information logically sound? 4. Make inference. So what is inferring? When we use clues to make an educated guess, we are inferring. Inferring is a very important skill in reading because it helps us get a better understanding of the text we read. To infer in reading, we use clues from the text and combine them with things we already know. Now we'll read through this short passage of text and try to answer some questions that require us to make inferences. Okay, for the first question is where are they? The author hasn't told us directly, but he has left clues. Here are some clues I found. Everyone in the seats, darkness, lights, ISO, and soft drink. From these clues, I can infer they were in a movie theater. The second question is why did Masa smile? I noticed just before Masa smiled, Tina held up a soft drink. The author made a point of telling us there was 2 straws, so I infer that Masa was pleased that Tina had bought a soft drink to share. So remember, whenever you are reading, look out for clues the author has dropped for you to find, and combine these clues with things you already know to make inferences. The last one is explore other points of view. When you are reading an article, you could ask yourself, why so many scholars agree with this statement? even if you disagree with everything that the author says. And exploring the full spectrum of viewpoints might explain why some information that don't seem valid to you appears to others. This will allow you to explore alternatives, value your own choice, and ultimately help you make more informed decisions. Actually, the five-step process is just a tool, and it certainly won't eradicate difficult decisions from our lives, but it will improve our critical thinking skills. And as critical reading goes hand in hand with critical thinking, our reading ability will also be improved. Okay, that's all my presentation. Thank you.